Welcome to SolidCAM Professor. I'm Sydney, your SolidCAM Professor, with one of many videos available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In this recording, we'll show the option of depth type inside our technology field of profile. If we go to depth type, we see we have three different types of depth type. One is constant, which is the way we always work, where that means it goes constantly around that same geometry at the exact same height at all times. The next option we have here, however, is something called define. Say, for example, if I were to go around the outside of this part over here, along these walls over here, but when I get to here, I'd like to jump up as to jump over this area over here. So what can be done is as follows. Note my geometry in this particular case is around the part as shown over here. And then I'll go to my technology and use the option of define. Now, once I choose the option of define, the button called pick is activated. By choosing pick, you'll note that it shows the beginning of the geometry over here with its depth of 15 millimeters, which I defined. Now, we also have another window that opens up called define depth. If I were to go, for example, now to this point over here, I can choose what level I wanted to go up to at that point. Say I wanted to go up that point up until the very top of the part, click over there, and then I can have it go up vertical or sloped. Slope would actually go up from this point up until this point over here on an angle, on a sloped angle. However, I want it to go vertical straight up when it gets here, so I'll leave it at vertical. As you can see, the geometry now has changed to be at that height. Continuing on the part, I'll just click on that point over there, and this time I'll click on that level at the very bottom, taking it back down to the bottom. Note that it goes back down. I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'll click at this point over here and give it a level of 0 as shown over here, and it will jump up. And again, I'll do the same thing on this side over here. Bring it down to the very bottom over here and click on OK. Note the geometry now is going to be jumping over those areas over there. If we take a look at our simulation, you'll see now that the tool will go in, go across the part. When it gets to this point over here, it'll stop and go up. Go back down to the other side. And the same thing when it flips around to the other side as well. Goes to the corner, goes up, goes across, continues on down, and then finishes off the part. Now, another option we have in depth type is called Helical. For that, I've created a new operation, and this time my geometry is actually these holes over here, where I want to actually do a profile operation in the hole. But when I do the profile operation, I want the tool to actually go into the hole in a helical fashion. So as it turns into the part itself, it's also going down at the same time. I've chosen my tool, and in this particular case, I've chosen a 20 millimeter end mill, and I have my upper level and lower level of 15 millimeters. In my technology area, we'll choose the option of Helical as shown over here. In my rough cut, I'll go down every 2 millimeters, and my finished cut, I'll go down every 2 millimeters as well. What will actually happen is as follows. Every single time it does a complete circle inside the hole itself, it'll actually be going down at the same time another 2 millimeters simultaneously. If we take a look at the simulation, you'll see that the tool will go down, and you can actually see the tool pass inside the part itself as it goes down in a helical fashion. You can see the rough cut and the finished cut here as well. For more videos on SolidCAM Professor, please go to our website, www.solidcam.com, and look for the tab called SolidCAM Professor. Thank you for joining us on SolidCAM Professor. Take care and have a nice day.